The shift into a higher vibrational state is something many are experiencing, moving from a 3D reality to the expansive consciousness of the fifth dimension. This shift brings with it a heightened sense of awareness, connection, and peace as people begin to see life through a different lens. Living in 5D means no longer being bound by fear, judgment, or limitations. It's about accepting love, unity, and higher consciousness in every moment. Here are the signs you may be living in or transitioning into this elevated state of being. One of the first signs that you're shifting into 5D is a heightened awareness of your emotions. In this higher state, you no longer push down or suppress your feelings. Instead, you acknowledge and observe them without judgment. Emotions become signals that guide your understanding, not something to fear or avoid. You might notice that you're more in tune with how others feel too, as empathy and compassion become second nature. This deep emotional awareness also allows for quicker healing. Rather than staying stuck in emotional turmoil, you can process and release emotions with ease. You no longer react impulsively to situations, but rather take a moment to pause and respond thoughtfully. This emotional intelligence enhances your relationships, making them more authentic and harmonious. With heightened emotional awareness comes the ability to regulate your feelings. This means not letting anger, sadness, or fear control your actions. Instead, you develop the skills to navigate through these emotions, using them as tools for personal growth and understanding. This creates a foundation of inner peace even in challenging situations. Living in 5D means feeling an increased sense of connection to the universe around you. It's no longer about seeing yourself as separate from everything else, but understanding that you are deeply interconnected with all living beings in the natural world. You begin to recognize the intricate patterns in nature, the cosmic order, and how everything exists in a harmonious flow. This sense of oneness is a sign that you're elevating your consciousness. As this connection deepens, you'll notice synchronicities happening more frequently in your life. Things fall into place more effortlessly, and you might experience moments when everything just feels right, as though you're aligned with the universe's plans for you. This divine timing becomes apparent, and the feeling of being in the flow becomes a regular part of your life. This interconnectedness extends to your relationships as well. You begin to approach people with a sense of understanding, knowing that we all share the same essence. There's less judgment and more compassion. The need to compete or compare with others fades away, replaced by a deep appreciation for the diversity and beauty of each individual's unique path. As you step into the 5D consciousness, fear-based thinking starts to lose its grip on you. The constant worry about what might go wrong or the fear of failure no longer dictates your decisions. Instead, you adopt a mindset of trust and belief that everything is unfolding as it should. This shift from fear to trust allows you to take risks, follow your intuition, and make choices based on love rather than anxiety. Living without the heavy burden of fear brings a sense of liberation. You begin to see challenges not as obstacles but as opportunities for growth. Even when faced with difficulties, you trust that they are there to teach you something valuable. Fear dissolves into the background as your trust in yourself and the universe strengthens. Your perspective on the unknown changes as well. Rather than feeling scared of the future, you accept it with curiosity and excitement. The need to control every outcome is replaced with a deeper faith in the process of life. In 5D, you learn to let go of fear and surrender to the flow, knowing that the universe is always guiding you toward your highest good. A major sign of living in 5D is an increased capacity for compassion and empathy. As you awaken to your true nature, you begin to see others through the lens of love and understanding. You realize that everyone is on their own unique journey, and their struggles are no different than yours. This awareness fosters kindness and empathy as you recognize that we are all interconnected. Your relationships become more authentic, and you begin to seek ways to support others in their growth. You no longer judge or criticize, instead you offer love and encouragement. This is not to say you ignore boundaries or allow toxic behavior, but you approach others with a mindset of love, acceptance, and the understanding that everyone is doing the best they can. Living with greater compassion also means understanding your own humanity. You begin to show yourself the same kindness and understanding that you offer to others. This self-compassion opens the door to healing, and it allows you to fully step into your power without guilt or shame. The 5D perspective sees everyone, including yourself, as worthy of love and respect. As you move into the 5D state of being, your intuition becomes stronger and more reliable. You begin to trust your inner guidance and make decisions based on what feels right to you, rather than what others expect of you. This intuitive knowing comes from a deep connection with your higher self, and it helps guide you on your path. Your ability to listen to your inner voice increases, and you no longer rely solely on logic or external validation. In 5D, you'll also notice that you start to receive more signs and symbols from the universe. You might see repeating numbers, have vivid dreams, or feel a sudden surge of inspiration. These intuitive nudges become a way of navigating through life, and you learn to follow them with confidence. Your decision-making process becomes quicker and more aligned with your true desires. Instead of overthinking or second-guessing, you trust your gut feelings. This deepened intuition helps you move forward in life with more clarity, ease, and confidence, knowing that you are always supported by the guidance of the universe. In 5D, you begin to feel a strong sense of purpose and clarity about your life's mission. It's no longer just about surviving day to day or fulfilling societal expectations. You feel a deep calling to align with your soul's purpose, to do what lights you up and makes you feel truly alive. This sense of purpose brings a sense of fulfillment that transcends material achievements. Living with purpose in 5D also means contributing to the greater good. You recognize that your unique talents and passions are gifts to the world, and you're driven to use them to create positive change. Whether through your work, your relationships, or your society, you become committed to making a difference in the lives of others. This purpose is not tied to fame or recognition, but to the deep satisfaction of knowing that you are living in alignment with your authentic self. In 5D, success is measured not by external markers, but by how deeply you feel connected to your soul's mission and how much joy you derive from living authentically. Living in 5D means experiencing synchronicities regularly. Events, people, and opportunities seem to appear at just the right time, and you begin to notice these coincidences more and more. These synchronicities serve as confirmations that you are in alignment with your true path. You start to trust the signs from the universe and recognize that everything is happening for your highest good. Your awareness of these synchronicities increases, and you start to see them as divine guidance. Whether it's a chance encounter, a perfect opportunity, or an unexpected solution to a problem, synchronicity reminds you that life is not happening by chance. It's a co-creative process where you are always supported by the universe. In 5D, you begin to let go of control and trust that everything is unfolding in divine timing. Instead of forcing things to happen, you allow life to unfold naturally. You become more receptive to the signs and messages the universe is sending, and you trust that they are leading you to exactly where you need to be. When living in 5D, time begins to feel more fluid and expansive. The constant rush to meet deadlines, get things done, and make the most of every moment starts to fade. Instead, you live more in the present, fully immersed in each experience. Time becomes something you move with, not something you fight against. This shift in perspective allows you to relax and enjoy the moment without feeling rushed or pressured. You no longer feel the need to overschedule your days, but instead find peace in the natural rhythm of life. You begin to trust that everything will unfold in its own time, and that you don't have to force anything to happen. Living without the constraints of time allows for a deeper connection to yourself and others. You are more present in your relationships, more engaged with your surroundings, and more aligned with the flow of life. In 5D, you understand that time is not a limitation, but a beautiful part of the journey. As you awaken spiritually and step into 5D, you'll find that your desire for material possessions and external validation begins to fade, and instead you crave simplicity. The need to accumulate things or impress others becomes less important, and you start to value inner peace and contentment over outward success. This desire for simplicity often leads to a more minimalist lifestyle. You begin to focus on what truly matters: relationships, experiences, and personal growth. The clutter, both physical and emotional, starts to fall away, and you find yourself drawn to a simpler, more fulfilling life. Living simply allows you to reconnect with your true essence. You no longer feel the need to keep up with the latest trends or buy things to fill a void. Instead, you find joy in the quiet moments, in the beauty of nature, and in the connections you share with others. The journey into 5D is also a process of deep healing and transformation. As you evolve, old wounds and limiting beliefs rise to the surface, giving you the opportunity to heal and release them. This healing process can be intense, but it is necessary for your spiritual growth. In 5D, you begin to let go of past hurts, traumas, and patterns that no longer serve you. This cleansing process allows you to shed the old layers of who you thought you were and step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. As you heal, you become more in tune with your higher self and your true purpose. This transformation leads to a more vibrant, joyful existence. You step into your power, accept your authenticity, and live with more love, compassion, and gratitude. The process may take time, but it's worth it, because as you heal, you open yourself up to a life filled with abundance, love, and alignment with the universe. Living in the 5D state means stepping into a life full of love, peace, and purpose. It's about releasing fear, accepting your authenticity, and aligning with the universe's flow. If you're experiencing these signs, you're likely already on your way to living in this higher consciousness. Trust the journey and know that you are supported every step of the way. Be sure to like and subscribe to stay updated on more insights into spiritual growth and higher consciousness.